Welcome back, family. Thank you for stopping by to join us. If you missed part 1 of Life-Changing Moments, Story Time with Jules, go back and watch it. Then come back and join us for part 2. Hope you enjoy.
They discharged us and we went home, thinking everything was okay. But over the next 5 or 6 days we came to realize it definitely wasn't. Things with Jay were just off. She was not her normal self. There were days that she was silent and not laughing and talking with us. She stayed in her room and was mostly silent, which is not her normal character. So, having this happen, I called and spoke with her PCP and explained what was happening. After hearing this, her PCP told us to take her back and insist that they admit her so that she can be evaluated. On June 4th we did that. So we went back to the hospital and told them what had been happening since she was discharged. And as we sat and waited in the ER, Jay's speech changed. She went from a somewhat normal speech to babbling like a baby who is learning to talk. By the end of the night, we could not understand anything she was trying to say when she tried to speak. So they went ahead and finally admitted her. That night, as we waited for a room upstairs, she seemed to be getting more and more nonverbal. She was moved to a room upstairs, and as the night turned to morning, she had completely lost her ability to speak. I found it hard to leave her side. She slept most of the night, and I don't recall her eating or drinking much. Over the next course of days, the doctors ordered MRIs, CT scans, spinal taps, and every other test that you can imagine, test after test after test. And as we waited for the results from the various tests, it became more and more evident that we were in for an uphill battle, because all tests came back normal. They were not able to pinpoint the culprit of what was happening with our precious daughter. And the next 42 days would be a battle that none of us would have ever imagined. With the various test results all being normal, the team of doctors had no real idea of what or how to treat her. And as the days seemed to run together, and life continuing to happen around us, having to leave her side was the hardest thing for her father and I to do. Something I don't think I'll do again. But we are grateful for the support system we have. A group of amazing sisters. They would sit with her during our work hours and call us when the doctors would come in to speak with Jay. Because she was incoherent, we needed to know what was being said and done in our absence. And we are forever grateful they were able to stand in our place. There were days of countless testings and blood work being drawn, but very little leads as to why our baby girl was not able to speak. And at this point she doesn't even know who we were, nor the people around her. So when nurses would come in to take care of her, she would often put up a fight. I was constantly apologizing to the nurses and telling them, this is not her normal behavior. She just didn't want anyone but us to touch her. And at one point she didn't want us to touch her. And when she scratched her father in the face and pinched my breast, that is when I knew for sure she did not know who we were. And it was really time to get to praying.